How to self-promote without being a jerk. You do not want to be that guy or that gal. You know, the person who's constantly bragging about themselves, their book, their service, their company. Like, ugh. You do not want to be that person. My name is Kristen Arnold, and I am a professional panel moderator and a leading authority on panel discussions. And I can tell you, without a doubt, you can promote yourself, your book, your service, your product, and your organization flawlessly and without being a jerk about it at all. Let's find out how. The audience is not stupid. They know that you agreed to be on the panel because, well, there has to be something in it for you. And for many people, it is to showcase or provide visibility for their company or themselves or a product or service, fill in the blank. And for most panelists, that's enough. But maybe it's a new product that you're trying to announce, or you're trying to get yourself known in the marketplace. You have an additional agenda other than just, I need visibility. In this video, we are going to cover the 3 ways that you can get others to brag about you, and we're going to share one final tip that is worth the price of admission. So let's dive right in. First and foremost, I recommend that you enlist the moderator. Whatever it is, when you're chit-chatting with the moderator, be frank and candid with them and tell them, you know, hey, I'm just coming out with a new book, or I'm just getting my business started, or I'm trying to represent my organization and they have these kinds of things that they'd like me to do or say. You can have the moderator tee that up either in the introduction where they're introducing you. You can have them tee it up in one of the questions that they're asking you, or it can be in part of the summary. Now, the what it is, it would be helpful if you sent them some information, like a copy of the book, or a copy of the press materials, or a copy of whatever. If it's a service, let them participate in the service ahead of time. There is nothing better than a panel moderator who goes, you know, I went to this location and I had a fabulous experience. You should check it out. Or you'd be amazed. Kristen has written 3 books on panels. I keep them all by my desk and they show the 3 books. Like, there's awesomeness when you have somebody else who's promoting your product. An often overlooked person, or actually people, who can help promote yourself, your product, service, or your organization is your fellow panelists. Think about that. You've done your research on your panelists. Maybe you've called them up, you've had a chit chat, and you can say, listen, I'm trying to build my business, or I just launched this book, or I'm just launching this service, or my organization has these goals. Would it be appropriate for you to help me promote that by just offhandedly mentioning it if it's appropriate? Now, most panelists that you've established some rapport with will go, I'll be happy to. And the same thing, send them the product, send them the service, send them some information about your organization or whatever, so that they're not doing it clueless and they can say it authentically. So if you've gotten some good ideas so far, I think it's worth the price of admission. So I'm going to enlist the moderator and I'm going to enlist my fellow panelists to hawk my stuff so I'm not doing it. If you thought that that was helpful, please, I invite you to hit the like button on this video, as well as to subscribe to this channel so that you can be informed of any of these other amazing tips that I drop probably about every week or so. So another way that you can promote yourself, your product, service, or your organization is subliminally through visuals. So for example, you could have a copy of your book and hold it up. In my book, here's what I say. That's one way. Subliminally, you could have a book on your on the coffee table in front of you, or if you're working virtually, you can have a stack of your books in your background, or maybe the logo subliminated in the background. Think about the visual aspect about how you can make it so that you have something that you can offer. It could be something as simple as your company logo, or maybe your tagline, or, you know, just the sky's the limit on any kind of visual that you want to use. I would recommend that you get a professional to help you with that. Doesn't cost much. You can use some of these sites like Fiverr or Upwork to develop some really high quality, because remember, those visuals are representing your brand. One final tip, and this is worth the price of admission, which frankly, your price of admission is $0. So I'm not sure how that really works, but this one is worth, it's worth a like. Anyway, here it is. You ready? Lean forward. It's for whatever you're doing, have a QR code, because the audience can point their phone to a QR code and get a link. Easy link, whether you're trying to point them to your website, your organization's website, your new product, your service. It is an easy thing to say if you're interested in more, and particularly for your panel moderator at the end, at the close, to say, if you're interested in learning more about what Kristen has to offer, just go to this QR code. Or if you have a really sophisticated panel moderator, in the slide that has all of the panelists, your name, your company name, and maybe a social handle, they might actually put a QR code right underneath it. So make that QR code link to how they can find you. I hope you got some good ideas. I don't know. I got some good ideas. If you want more good ideas, I have a panel checklist that you do not want to miss. It's everything that you need to think about if you're being a powerful panelist. Go to www.powerfulpanels.com/panelists. It will also be in our description. Thanks for watching and hope to see you come on back.